So we have medieval Europe, we got futuristic technology, we got Sengoku era Japan, with space travel and two planets about to collide with a prophecy between historical characters. Count me in for Nobunaga, the Fool, Episode 1. Now, before I begin into the actual review of this anime, I want to state a couple things. When I was actually looking at this anime on the AniChart and seeing if I wanted to review it, I will say I knew this anime was going to be good, and I knew it was going to have mechs in it. But I never expected historical figures, especially with Leonardo da Vinci. My breath was taken from my body because I could not believe Leonardo da Vinci was in an anime. And then they say King Arthur, and then Janie, and then Magdalene. There was just so many freaking historical figures in this freaking episode, Nobunaga the Fool, and this series altogether. I was just shocked. And then you top it off with, you know, ancient Europe, and then, like, you got Sengoku Japan. I couldn't believe what I was watching. And then you got freaking Gundam-type fighting, like, mechs. It was shocking. This anime definitely had some good animation. The animation was good. And the music, I will say, this is one of my favorite actual soundtracks of this anime season, because the entire soundtrack for the entire episode flowed well, and it suited all the scenes, and there was some darker themes in this actual episode, especially with war, how Nobunaga got to see the entire war in front of him as he saw his army getting wiped out. And that was really good portrayal of foreshadowing just what he wants to accomplish as a character to unite both worlds and become, I guess, the supreme ruler. I like that. So, the plot, I'm trying to figure out the plot of the series. The plot is not really developed yet. Most likely they're going to take a couple episodes to actually explain that. But that doesn't matter. The characters of itself really support the series, especially with some great voice actors, and some voice actors that actually shocked me in this episode. For one, the voice actor from Psycho-Pass that voiced Makishima is actually in this freaking series. I mean, he voice acted for the character that Nobunaga had as a subordinate. So I like that. They're doing a good job with the voice actors. The music is good. The animation's good. The CGI. The CGI was off the walls, especially with the freaking war scene. That war scene was good. Now, the entire section of space, where you just see him going through space, they did another awesome job at that. But let's get into some real subjects of what I think about this episode. Now, we got both the planets, these two different star planets or whatever, that are like really close to each other. And when they were explaining the entire section of how these planets were, it looked like there was like two different colored dragons that were connected or whatever, and these planets were connected by some like invisible thread. So, I like the entire symbolic type symbol of that. It was really cool. And the way they managed to explain that in, like, ancient Japanese type, you know, like, I guess, writing, it was cool. Leonardo da Vinci was one of my favorites, because I just couldn't believe getting to see Leonardo da Vinci in an anime. I don't think I've ever seen an anime with him exactly in it, especially as an actual person character to talk about. So, that was really cool. And King Arthur, I wonder what kind of, like, part he's going to play in the series, because, I mean, anyone with King Arthur in their name, we know how King Arthur is going to be in an anime. Most likely he's going to be a badass. Now, Nobunaga, with his, like, I guess, pride of wanting to conquer the entire nation and wanting to unite the entire world. I like his goal. He gets into a freaking mech at the end of this episode with some awesome CGI, has a massive power-up scene, and then you just see him like about to wreak havoc. I like that. They did a good job on this introduction episode of this anime, and it was enough to keep me entertained, keep me interested, and want me to continue on with this series. Now, can this be the anime of the season? That's the big question. At this moment, I will say it has potential to be, but it doesn't mean that it exactly will be. But the music, I will say, best music I have heard so far in this season. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot one last thing. And when a series also starts out with a witch burning, that is interesting. I didn't expect to see a witch burning at the beginning of this series. So, a lot of different plot elements of historical events are happening in this, and I like that so freaking much. This series is doing a good job, especially with the introduction of technology, and trying to guess exactly, okay, how advanced is their technology, because you have medieval Europe, and you got Sengoku Japan, but they have mechs, and then, like, it manages to flow with the character and development that they have futuristic technology, but it still feels like they're an ancient culture. So, really good. I like the entire fact of what they're doing with that. Well, everybody, this is going to be the end of my anime review on Nobunaga the Fool. Tell me what you think about this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? You know, everybody, be safe. Have a wonderful night or day wherever you live. Chibi out.